To me, the message that speaks to me the most is how you should never let the burdens of purpose blind you from appreciating life to the utmost little things and stops you from living in the moment. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Finding 10, where we are gonna search for a 10 out of 10 movie. As you can see, I'm back in my old setup since I'm home for Christmas, for New Year. Happy New Year, by the way. I don't know, I just kind of feel good, and I hope you're feeling good as well, and let's just get right into it. Today we're gonna be talking about a movie that I think is very fitting to close off 2020, and it is Pixar SOUL.
What are we waiting for?
Wait, not me!
Alright, first off, what is SOUL? SOUL to me is the perfect embodiment of Pixar's recipe for a great film. Step 1, take something that is so abstract to us humans. Step 2, personify it. Step 3, fill it with a bunch of emotions. Step 4, drop it. This is what Pixar does best, and I think everyone knows it, and SOUL is just another proof of it. Now with that said, I think I need to mention that SOUL is the only movie that succeeded in making me excited about Pixar in a really long time. In case you haven't noticed, Pixar has been in a little bit of a downhill after Coco, and I would even argue after Inside Out. And the reason for this downhill is because they've just been making sequels after sequels after sequels that just doesn't live up to the original. And their latest original film, Onward, is so not interesting that I don't think that I'll ever watch it. So SOUL was definitely a Pixar breeze for me because I've been bored with Pixar recently and they've just gone back to the basics. So we follow Mr. Grady. So we follow
Mr. Gardner,
a passionate jazz musician who is down on his luck. We see him the first time teaching music to kids in a not so great school. And then out of nowhere, he finally got the chance to make it as a musician, but unfortunately he fell down into I don't know what's that called, pothole, and he died. So his soul fell out of his body, and his soul cannot accept the fact that he just died, because to him, his life had just started that day. And so in the journey of getting back into his body, he slowly learns what it means to be living. Now the greatest thing about this movie is without a doubt the message, and I'll get into it later on. But the thing that amazes me is how they're able to take something that is so abstract and turn it into something that's fun, something that's exciting, and something that's somehow still logical. Now I know it's just imagination, but if you think about it, they actually explain a lot of things that fits together without canceling each other. The great beyond, the great before, personalities, and all sorts of stuff. Pixar is known for this, and this reason is exactly why Inside Out is my favorite Pixar film. I know that there probably aren't any tiny emotion people in my brain telling me what to feel, but if there are, and if our memories are really stored as balls, and train of thoughts, and island of memories does exist in our brains, everything would still make sense. And I know I'm not the only one who thinks that way. And that is why I love SOUL as well, because it does exactly what Inside Out did, just 1 or 2 levels below. Now the message. Watching the trailer, I already knew that it would be a tearjerker. I didn't cry because I don't really cry in movies, but I was moved. It was so uplifting. To me, the message that speaks to me the most is how you should never let the burdens of purpose blind you from appreciating life to the utmost little things and stops you from living in the moment. That speaks to me because back then, I was a pretty planned guy. Like, I would plan out my life in such detail and in such high standards because I think growing up, it was kind of expected of us to have plans. But because of the great detail and the high standards, I found myself always worrying about my future while regretting my past at the same time. I always think, when I get this, my life would start. Just like
Mr. Gardner.
And to be honest, it made me miserable. It's kind of cliche to say this, and it's kind of cringy, but I always found myself forgetting to live in the moment. But it happened, and if I'm completely honest, I'm still not 100% out of it yet. I mean, I'm still growing up, I'm still learning life, I'm still learning how to be truly alive, not just staying. And I think a lot of people around my age can relate to that.
Staying alive. It's so boring, isn't it? It's just staying.
So yeah, that's why this movie speaks to me on a different level, and I think that's also why this movie speaks to most people. Alright, so got a little bit of heavy talk there. Phew. If you're looking to be inspired, then SOUL is definitely the movie for you. It'll calm you, it'll inspire you, it'll motivate you. All in all, it's a very beautiful movie. Oh, and one other thing, the character designs are so cute! Oh my gosh, It's so cute! I mean, look at this!
What? Oh!
And even the quantum things are so cool looking to me that it amazed me how they created such design. So, Pixar Soul gets a score of 8.2. It's a solid movie full of excitement, full of meaning, and full of imagination. That's it for this year. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button, drop your thoughts on Pixar Soul in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys at our next destinations. Happy New Year!